Good.
It has been. I'm pleased. We feel like we've got a good game plan, and the guys have bought into it like always. The question mark is, what are they going to do defensively? So we've got to go pretty much about their base defense that they've been running, along with what Greg Robinson has done in his past. So we're trying to sprinkle in a little bit of that too, and just be ready for anything basically.
From your experience as a coach, how much can you install different in 4 days?
I would think it'd be tough. I'm sort of conservative when it comes to that kind of stuff because I want guys executing. So I can't see that they'd put a whole lot in, but you never know. He may come in and totally revamp the whole thing.
What are your thoughts of him as a coordinator? Some of his past stops, Syracuse, Michigan, all these different places.
He's a very highly respected coach in our profession, I'll tell you that. He's been in the NFL for a long time,
Right.
Obviously a head coach. So he's been considered a great defensive coordinator for years.
How do you go about implementing a guy like Vince Sanders back into the offense?
Throw him the ball, get him out there and let him go. I mean, when he's healthy, which he looks good out there right now, we'll throw it to him and see what he can do.
Can you talk a little bit more about what you saw on film from Texas? I mean, some of the, I asked Coach Freeze on Monday, what did the film show? Was it a bunch of missed tackles, out of alignment, that kind of stuff?
Well, give BYU credit now. That quarterback, man, he broke a bunch of tackles. It looked like they had a good defense for it, and he'd make a move and beat somebody. He's a really, really good player. Along with their backs, ran it really hard. So,
So more BYU than Texas then, maybe?
It's hard to say. I guess we'll find out after we play him, but it looked like BYU was playing really hard to me.
Is there a fine line where you worry about getting them ready for too much?
No doubt. We don't want to throw too much at them. The thing is with us, we know that because we run a different type of scheme than most people do, we watch a lot of film every week, obviously, and a lot of times we come in and the team does something totally different just because we're different. So we don't worry as much as, say, back in the old days where you had to know exactly where everybody's going to be. We go by our rules and we go fast, and we know that guys are going to be out of position sometimes, so we got to take advantage of it.
Talk about their defensive personnel.
Their personnel is very good. I mean, you look at last year, they had, even though they lost a couple guys to the NFL, they come back with a bunch of guys that are big, strong, and fast. They can run. I mean, these guys are all SEC type players. I said it last year, and it's the same thing this year. These guys have the best, one of the top 5 recruiting classes every year. So when you line up against them, they're going to have very, very good players out there.